Are you a rock band or solo musician looking for representation and a way to secure shows? Well, our newest sponsor, Cranial Nerve Records, can help. This organization has been fundamental in securing live shows for the podcast, and we couldn't be more grateful for them. Reach out to them for bookings via email at cranialnerverecords@gmail.com. Trying to find your next spot for a show or event? Look no further, because Starbucks Productions is here to help. If you're looking for a solid team of people to get you started with your next performance or event, this is the company to contact. They're always busy and in motion behind the scenes in the Midwest and have plenty of shows lined up. So, what the fuck are you waiting for? Head over to Starbucks Productions Facebook page for all of your needs today. And finally, Guerrilla Graphics Design Agency. Top-notch, top-tier design and media company out in the Midwest. Personal collaborator of ours. I'm a huge fan of what they do. They can provide you top-tier effects and production value. They have everything you can ask for, including professional equipment and a stellar end product from top to bottom. I don't even need to fucking say this, but here you go. Head over to GuerrillaGraphics.com for all of your design needs today. That's GuerrillaGraphics.com. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the McAllister's Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Cole McAllister. We're joined today by returning guest, good friend, clothes designer, fan of the show, Terry Chief. No, I'm kidding. No, Jayo The Kid, everybody. Yeah. How the fuck you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right. I've just been chilling, enjoying the holidays and all that, just like everyone else and shit.
Hell yeah. You, what are you doing? What'd you do for Thanksgiving? Is that...
You know what? That is
such a stereotype. No, I said that and I was like, oh my god, you really did just ask that right off the bat.
But yeah, man, it's always a weird thing for natives with that shit. Because here's the fucked up thing. Here's the fucked up thing. Like fucking, or a pet peeve of me is that I have friends on Facebook and all that shit. Every now and then I hop on, see what's going on. Yeah. Well, fucking, you see people type up these long paragraphs, which I get it. It's you're kind of contradicting yourself as native if you celebrate it in a way. You get what I'm saying? But well, anyways, fucking they type off all this thing, so and so happened and yada 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 and all shit, and fucking this is why you shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving, which is totally understandable coming from a native.
Sure.
But the next day they fucking post up their food and shit on fucking Thanksgiving. What the hey,
they're like, hey, that shit was on sale.
Yeah. but that shit kind of I don't know, man. Fucking it kind of I don't know. But I also do gotta remember.
So okay, but seriously, did you ever celebrate, or is it something that you just don't fuck with?
We kind of do celebrate it in a way, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, we
you just kind of focus on the family and get together, sort of.
Yeah, it's more about eating the food. That's pretty much about it.
Well, fuck, I wish that's what it was about. Yeah. I mean, that's what it really should be at the end of the day. It's the core of every holiday. But get together and eat food.
But with natives, we have all of us have our own different things, so we all do kind of different things and shit. That's our little take on
sure. Yeah, you're like the Jews for Christmas.
Yeah. Fucking man, and same thing with Christmas too, and fucking Easter.
Yeah, do you celebrate? You don't celebrate that at all?
I mean, we fucking hunt for eggs. That's all I really know about the fucking holiday.
Don't you do that every day? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It's been a long day, everybody.
Then you know how fucking Christmas is the birth of Jesus, and it's kind of.
Oh no, well, dude, you're talking to an atheist. Dude, we haven't even set a fucking tree. We're just this year. We're whatever. Yeah, it's Christmas.
Yeah, because fucking it's kind of. I don't know, it's kind of good in a way to get in that festive mood in a way. But
but not for 3 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but not for 3 fucking months, man. Damn, man.
It's kind of weird because I haven't noticed as much Christmas type of shit this year, and I wonder if that's because we start in October.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember seeing stuff for in October. What? Why are people even having this conversation?
I don't know.
December. 25 days. Isn't that enough for you motherfuckers?
Just 25. Like
25. You know how many that is? Can you imagine doing anything for 25 days straight, people? Come on. Why do you need more than that?
How much? Wait, what? Ain't like Mariah Carey getting like, was it 2.5 million a year from that shit?
I'm
like,
sure.
Man, that's fucking nuts, man.
Well, I mean, you know, that's the advantage. If you happen to make a song in a genre that's 50 years old, like 50 years outdated, you know, like that's the most annoying thing to me about it. Like country, like I can't stand country personally. I don't know how you feel about it. I can't stand it, but I can at least give country the credit where they're making new shit. Mm-hmm. Nobody's making new Christmas shit. And they do, it sucks. I will say though, one Christmas album that came out that I fuck with every year is the MF Doom Cookin' Soul.
Yes.
Fucking, you know what I'm talking about? My man, fucking cheers me right here.
Yeah.
That is the greatest piece of Christmas music ever created. I fucking bumped that shit I never knew that I could just bump to fucking The Grinch. Oh god, dude. Yeah, but that's it. Everything else I fucking because it's MF Doom. Like he was like R.I.P. Like he was the motherfucker who like could do that shit. Mm-hmm. He could take some weird obscure like sound and like make it a beat. Fucking rhyme some of the most mind-boggling, craziest. Yeah. Insane, bro.
Who you say is like probably like your top 5 lyricists?
Lyricists. You know, I answered for this for someone the other day. I gotta put Biggie at the top for sure. I'd probably say Biggie, and then like in no particular order, Eminem, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, and this is vague in general, but anybody from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like fucking, it's probably Ghostface that's in like top 5 now and shit. Like fucking.
See, Method Man, I think he's the most talented out of them. I think and ODB is my favorite because I just love his attitude. I love his raw fucking. Oh baby, I like it raw.
All those fucking crazy ass melodies. You know?
Yeah. You know what was crazy about that motherfucker? He stayed on welfare until the day he died. Yeah, literally. He just kept getting welfare. He was just like, I just kept going in and like his fucking album cover was literally his food stamps.
Man, that's crazy.
He did that shit for years, bro.
Dude, it's crazy that's probably one of one right there, like ODB. Like, there's probably never gonna be another one of them.
Yeah, for real, dude.
I would say like my other top 5 lyricists is, I would say Big L. I would say I
haven't super gotten into him, but I respect him as an artist for sure.
No, like listen to some of his. Matter of fact, listen to his fucking freestyle he did with Jay-Z. He like, and I believe it was all it's in the 90s, so they probably had it written out, but there was all like freestyle, and he's just fucking killing shit and all that. And like fucking, who'd my, I would say Biggie.
Hell yeah. Biggie just changed the game.
Yeah,
he had such a perfect career.
He was like he had everything.
Everything.
Like fucking, but
like Ready to Die is such a cold album.
You could play that front to back, but except for that one song, like everybody knows what song it is.
What? Where he's fucking her?
No, like fucking. That's manageable. It's like
which song?
I forgot what it was, but he starts off as like the first 2 like lines he says like, you look so good, I'll suck your daddy's dick. Like you could listen to this. You know what song I'm talking about?
I like that song.
You do. Oh no, that. It's a crazy way to fucking start off a song and be like, wait, what? Like it catches, especially in the 90s.
Yeah, but that was what was so great about him is he was still like he was so popular and game changing, but he still was like kind of a weird guy. Like he had some weird bars and kind of out there, you know. Biggie's the man, bro.
I would also say Redman.
I haven't gotten into him too much, but I know he's very influential in terms, at least behind the scenes, like for sure, he's like influential as fuck.
Yeah.
He did a lot with Lil Wayne, all that. That's kind of like like this whole like Kanye thing, like
Jesus, man.
It's crazy, but like I look, I will say this is a bold statement, but I will say like Kanye is an artistic genius. He is. At least at one point he was. I don't know if he is anymore. I think he's kind of gone off the deep end. But it is true that he goes in every industry he goes into, he changes it and does something with it. I think, and from a pure business standpoint, that's impressive.
Because what is it? As soon as he got out of like the Adidas shit, right?
Yeah,
was it 30% of their sales went down?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
But like, I would say he is a marketing genius, but like he knows how to market himself because you're thinking like, oh, he's probably gonna put out another album, but with all the wild shit he's been saying, I don't know,
dude,
man.
I really just hope the album's called The Holocaust. Like that would just be.
But I mean, like fucking, I don't know what Jesus, man. Like you saw the shit that he put on Twitter.
I haven't really dove into like I've seen like the DEFCON 3 tweet, but I haven't really really the only thing I've dove into is like his Lex podcast, and then I listened to Tim Pool podcast, and that's really it. I didn't check out Alex Jones because his Alex Jones is like it's 4 hours behind a paywall. I'm not gonna waste the time.
It was just oh no, man. Like, do you think he's gonna come back from this?
It's interesting. I mean, yeah, I think he will.
You think?
I think it's crazy, but I think he has enough of a fan base that he'll like. I don't know. Okay, will he get back to the status that he's at now? No. Yeah. Will he always maintain a certain audience? Yes, I believe so. 100%. Yeah. He's too well established. Yeah. It's like if fucking I don't know what's a good example. The Rock. Let's take The Rock. Okay. Let's say The Rock tomorrow was like he just posted the Nazi flag, and he was just like, "Hey, you know what? Kanye kind of has a point." I guarantee 25% of the people that fuck with The Rock are gonna be like, "Hey, you know what? It's not that
bad." And the crazy thing is, there are some people like that shit. It's crazy. Like, be like. He is making some good points, like some wild shit, man.
Yeah, we have them on the podcast all the time.
Yeah, like it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that whole Kanye. I do not condone anything Kanye said for sure. I do think. I mean, really, it's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. There's a little bit that's funny. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it. When you listen to the Lex podcast, especially, you realize that he is like truly a racist person. I think he's.
Really?
Dude, have you go watch that fucking episode? It's insane. So the person conducting the podcast, Lex Friedman, is a Jewish man. He's from Soviet Russia, like the Jewish part, or I don't know exactly what part of that, but anyways, and he's like I said, he's Jewish. And Kanye, the whole time when he was talking about the Jews, he said "you guys," referring to him, and he did not back down the entire 2.5 hours. And he got like and to be fair, like the interview like did go around in circles, but like he just like kept being like, okay, like bro, you're literally like say the people, and he like refuses to say the people. He's like why are you putting me in this context of like you're literally saying, and like he just refused. But like every time Kanye is doing his thing, it almost seems like he's trying to be funny. He's trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
I really think that's like half of it. I really think it is. I think he's mentally ill, divorced, is going through a lot of fucking crazy shit. Yeah. Already is alienating his audience. Like, dude, he's going to like the fucking like right wing like independent underground YouTube channels to fucking get his notoriety. How crazy is that? He doesn't need to go to Tim Pool.
Yeah.
He's way bigger than Tim Cast, but like he's still just wet. Like it's literally like like. Did you hear that he went to he did dinner with Trump or lunch with Trump or something?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, he did it with it was him, Milo Yiannopoulos, and Nick Fuentes all showed up like unannounced. By the way, I think at least Milo and Nick were unannounced. Yeah. I think Kanye was invited. He brought them along for some bizarre reason. They went to dinner, and Kanye suggested that Trump be his vice president. And Trump didn't like that, obviously, as you would guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that didn't go well. And then he brought both of them to the Tim Pool interview, and they walked out within 25 minutes of getting there.
Oh shit!
Over literally, Tim like literally they were just talking to, like, they didn't even want to get into the Jewish thing right away, but Kanye just could not help himself. Like 10 minutes in, he just starts going like, yeah, this. I'm not gonna say J Media or whatever, you know. And then Tim said something like, you know, you guys, and he was like, oh, what do you mean by you guys? And he's like, not Jewish people. Yeah. And then like Nick started arguing, and then Kanye, before he even got like combated, he was like, what? You don't believe that? And he's like, no. And then he just left.
Damn.
He didn't even get cornered. Nobody even like asked it, like even like got a chance to like go against him at all. He just left before it could even.
Damn. People
think it's staged because he got on a jet plane right afterwards.
Yeah.
And like it's really hard to get a jet plane, especially where they're at. So it's like
true,
it was likely set up beforehand for them to walk out. I don't know. It just seems like a crazy stunt.
That shows you. Stop fucking with those Kardashians. Every single one of them fucking went ape shit.
You know what? I really think it's Pete Davidson's fault.
You think? No, it's deeper than that. It's
Pete Davidson is mad that the Jews bombed Tower 5 in the fucking 9/11, and so he wants to get back at the Jews. So he's fucking all these bitches and putting these Jewish people in this catechism.
Yeah. No, I say it's deeper than that, because I say look at OJ. Then look at fucking, what is it, Lamar Odom. Started smoking crack after fucking with Chloe. Fucking.
I don't know who Lamar Odom is.
Oh, he's a basketball player. Like, that's the only way I really like know of him. Like,
okay.
fucking,
I don't follow sports really, so.
No. Damn.
No, not at all. I'm a video game nerd. I played cross country. All right, played. I ran cross country while I was in high school. Mm-hmm. 4-time state qualifier. The only thing I achieved in life. No.
me. I played basketball and shit.
I played a little basketball too. In high school, I was a bench warmer my freshman year, so I quit after that. But
that's alright. I was too.
Like, yeah, you really enjoy it, but like very few people can actually. You have to be very tall, very athletic, and very 11. But the thing I appreciate about basketball is it. A lot of endurance is required. Yeah. Like I really don't fuck with football, and like a lot of it is because I think it's just like kind of stupid. Like you just kind of run for 15 seconds and then you know cuddle for 5 minutes and then and then you go back out on the line and throw a ball around. Basketball, you're like run up and down the court, like trying to get the ball in the hoop.
Like it's always like moving and shit. But you know crazy. What they say. What is it? Football is more of a challenging sport than basketball, which
I don't believe that.
I don't really believe that either, to tell you the truth, because like fucking like, well, I kind of get it. Like if you're like a bench warmer and shit, but shit, even the fucking NBA players are getting like $1 million just to be on the bench. I'll be glad.
And you're not getting fucking CTE if you're a basketball player too. At least not as likely. Oh, it could happen.
Fucked up joints and shit.
Yeah. Fuck that. That's better than your fucking brain, man. I'd rather have my knee go out than my brain. That's the thing about those football players. One time when I was in fucking high school, we had this speaker come, and he was like this old football player.
Wait, like how old? Like the leather hat, like the fucking.
Well, I mean,
no.
he was probably like in his 50s or 60s. So I mean, he was up there.
Oh.
But he had, I mean, it was probably 70s. He was in football. So I mean, he was old. I mean, this is back in like 2010. But anyways, this fucking guy, he does this whole presentation about like, I don't even fucking know, like motivation or some stupid high school bullshit, you know. And we're all there, and he has like 2 chairs and like a sign that like is like a cloth that he just like wrote on it, and just like that was like his presentation. And this guy, he spoke like a 7th grader. He was just like, you could tell like over the years he lost whatever little cognition he had, he lost in football. That made such an impression on me. I was like, yeah, this is why I don't do physical contact sports.
But I'm also into boxing too, you know, shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really fuck with fighting. I shouldn't say that. I just had a fighter on the podcast. He's a great guy. Yeah, I shouldn't say I don't fuck with fighting. I'm not consumer of it. But I mean, I love boxing movies. I love the idea of boxing. I think like that primal instinct of like fighting is really cool.
That's one thing I would kind of like wish I got like more into. But like me, I kind of like in like. Me, I like to like chill and all that, and just just watch a little something, because like it's not like I don't know, man. Like fucking, here's me fucking giving out advice on like fucking like some boxing and shit, but like with boxing, it's like what they said is more like a science, not shit, and like fucking if you kind of like understand like the like just the overall like thing of it, like almost like every sport, it's pretty cool to watch, so. And which is pretty cool is like seeing motherfuckers get knocked the hell out too and shit, like off some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like I like sports live. Mm-hmm. If I'm in a live event, I'll fuck with. I like because that it's actually happening. Yeah. But like I have a hard time connecting to the TV. I don't know if that's just. That's just maybe just me. I don't know.
Get that, yeah, because like fucking, I hate watching baseball, like on the TV.
Baseball, dude. But I went to a baseball game, and I'm not even gonna lie, I was kind of bored. I was like,
really?
It was the Iowa Cubs, so that's probably why. Yeah. I feel so bad because I've had the fucking announcer on the podcast. He's a great guy, but
yeah, like
it's not my thing.
Yeah, but yeah, if you go, I like the atmosphere. Like say, like a fucking. Like like an MLB game or some shit, or like
and like I think maybe I went with like my family, so maybe that like my dad, my dad, my uncle, so I think maybe that had something to do with it too. I think maybe I would have enjoyed it more if it was like with the friends or homies or whatever, but my friends don't do stuff like that, so and that's okay. I'm fine with that. They like to game like me,
Yeah.
Like, do you game?
Oh hell yeah.
What's your game of choice?
I'm more into like fucking first person shooters, but more like same. Boots on the ground type of thing. But I play like Elden Ring here and there and shit.
Okay. And see, I've wanted to play that, but I don't want to spend $60 on it.
I would say this: if you know someone that fucking knows how to play it, ask them how to play it, because like fucking, it was my first time. Because if you ever played Dark Souls,
no, I've never played. See, I should have taken advantage of the Black Friday and at least gotten that. Yeah. Because that's probably only like $20 or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is it? Monster Hunter is pretty cool.
The what? Sorry?
Monster Hunter.
I've never heard of that.
My God, man. I gotta leave you a list to like try out. It's just.
I'll go through and like do a transcript, and I'll just write down all the fucking.
Monster Hunter is like, you're just like hunting, notes. Like pretty much hunting for monsters. That's pretty much whole thing with the game, and like you kill them and fucking like fucking like take stuff from them, and like that's how you build your weapons and armor and shit.
Hell yeah,
it's a good like time consuming thing. It'll get you pissed off. Then another one I've been getting into is Rumbleverse.
Never heard of that either.
Think of Fortnite but with wrestlers. Yeah, it's exactly what you
never played Fortnite.
Huh?
No, I never got it. I feel like that was past my time.
You played PUBG?
Nope.
No?
Nah, I didn't get into gaming until I was an adult, because again, I banned. Like I was just like, strict childhood.
Yeah. What about Warzone?
I tried it and it was a fucking buggy nightmare on my computer, and I haven't wanted to. It was like it took up so much space. I was like, this isn't worth it.
Well,
I do fuck with I fuck with the old school Call of Duty. I love Modern Warfare. I love 2 especially, but they're all pretty good. I like Black Ops.
I think Black Ops 2 is probably my favorite.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah, like
dude, Modern Warfare 2 is such a good campaign though.
I still haven't fucking played that yet.
Bro, what the fuck?
I know, I'm tripping.
We're teaching each other, bro. Yeah. This whole podcast is just like us teaching each other.
I mean, like the first Modern Warfare one, the one that came out recently.
I heard it was garbage.
It shit looked like a movie, the
graphics look amazing.
Yeah, like
for sure.
I was talking about the campaign, then I heard like the Modern Warfare 2 is just even more crazy, and shit like fucking you're going after like the cartel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like fucking that's
so. Do you know? Is it because of what I understand is that it's completely different. The campaign part is like different from the original, right?
It's like.
Is it similar?
It's similar.
Okay,
sure,
so it kind of follows the same, but it's expanded a little bit.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that, bro. I would fuck with it if it was like a
brand new thing.
Not even like brand new. Like, okay, what they do with the Halo remaster, for instance, like the Master Chief Collection, I thought they did a great job with that.
Yeah,
like they did a great job transposing it to like where the mechanics were all still the same for the most part, but it was just everything was just updated.
Yeah,
like I fuck with that. I can fuck with that, but when they take the core of the campaign, because like I don't know, there was just something about like the score. And everything, like, the fact that, yeah, sure, they probably made it look super ultra realistic.
Yeah.
But you know what? Some asshole can make a mod for the Modern Warfare 2, original graphics and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to make me pay, because, what is it, $70?
I believe it's
$70 for that game. If you're going to make me pay that much, fucking give me that, motherfucker. Yeah. Don't give me some stupid ass bullshit where you're like, yeah, this is Modern Warfare 2. No, it's fucking not. This is like you might as well call it like 2.1 or some bullshit like that. Like it's not what like you're not just like putting that game out. I'm fired up, man. It's all your fault.
My bad, man. Like,
get the fuck out.
But like fucking
I'm so mean to my guests, guys. I'm so sorry. Jayo.
sorry, good, man. And shit, like fucking I've been like through some crazy shit, so like
hell yeah,
kind of used to it.
Fuck yeah. Well, before we get too far into this, I know you want to talk about you've been doing some new stuff with your clothing line, Highly Selective, right?
Yeah. Right now, like I'm in the like middle of the process of like doing photo shoots with my stuff.
Nice.
Because like right now, a lot of my stuff is like kind of like graphic stuff, like but we're gonna try and like actually take like photos this time.
Hell yeah.
And like put them on the shirts, like high quality shirts, but they're only gonna be like one of one. Shit, like fucking say like one of like 49, but there's all gonna be in different sizes. Shit, but it's only gonna be for that one time and shit, and that'll be it. But it's based off of like 7 deadly sins and all that shit, like fucking greed, like fucking lust, fucking
nice.
Pride, like shit like that, but kind of giving it like a twist and all shit and all that. Like we're trying to like capture like kind of like the action of it, of like whatever, like pretty much whatever sin it is. Like,
okay.
Like gluttony and shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, like fucking, we're trying to like capture like fucking. Yeah, it's a dark time and all that shit, but like fucking, you could see like a kind of like the light of things.
Okay.
In a way,
So it's like it's a depiction, but it's like hopeful in a way.
Yeah, in a way, kind of like fucking. You're enjoying like dark times in a way and shit.
Okay.
But yeah, it's some crazy shit and all that. Fucking, I don't know, man. At times I'll be like thinking some crazy shit from every now and then and all that. Like one thing that me and my friends like talked about was like fucking that He-Man versus Thor shit and all that.
I wanted to ask you about that too. I don't know how that What podcast? I don't even remember what podcast that was for when I asked that. I do too many of these.
I totally forgot. Like,
but like I was just like I because I have no knowledge of He-Man. I know the meme. I know the hey yay.
Well, you know, like fucking Thor is supposed to be like the god of thunder and shit like
that. Yeah.
Well, He-Man is like the strongest man of the universe, and like, you know, his whole.
So it's legit. It's not like that's a real like.
Cause like when we started, cause right from the get you think Thor is gonna fucking like just fucking wreck house and shit. But when you
he's a man.
But like when you start like look him up on Google, his stats are kind of up there. Shit, like fucking supposedly like fucking, you know, he's the strongest man in the universe, so he's like fucking like Superman already with a sword and shit, and like he's kind of like a mix of like Superman, the Hulk, and like shit like that. So it's just and he has a sword, and like, you know, Thor has a hammer, so it might be kind of even. like oh no, we looked at Skeletor and shit, which you know, he always gets beat, but he must be pretty strong if he's fighting like He-Man and shit.
So did you watch a lot of this when you were a kid?
Yeah, kind of. And shit. Like, I was into like fucking Ninja Turtles and stuff like that, and like, you know, like Battletoads and shit. You probably don't know any. No, man.
Dude, I was sheltered as fuck, man. Dude, there's a whole... I feel so displaced to my generation because there's an entire culture of people who grew up on anime, Dragon Ball Z, all this stuff. I have no clue. I have zero... I'm like, Dragon Ball what? Yeah. What the fuck is this bullshit? Who are these people? Yagatu?
Yeah.
Guratu? Whatever? I don't fucking know. I don't know any of these people.
Like I tried to get into anime, but I don't know, man. Like fucking...
I do fuck with some anime. I won't lie. I've appreciated it as an adult.
I do like Jujutsu Kaisen. I like that one and shit.
I never fucked with that one. We're watching. I never watched it, I guess. Yeah. We're watching one right now called Monster, which I actually really like.
Yeah.
It has more of like kind of a realistic. But Akira is like fucking. That's like one of my all-time favorite movies. I watched that shit on acid, and it's just like it changed my life, bro.
I never watched it, and like
never watched Akira.
You know, all my friends did, but I never did and shit. Like fucking, like, I don't know, man. Like,
dude, that's such a good fucking movie.
Like growing up, like, you know, there was Dragon Ball Z, but I never got into that shit. I never did.
Yeah, well, there's the thing that always daunts me to this day is like how many episodes there are. Yeah. People are like, there's 200 million episodes of this. I'm like, nope, I'm not even gonna try to touch that.
That's that One Punch Man, ain't it? That bald dude or something, or like One Piece or something like that.
I'm not sure.
It has like 300 episodes in one season. One season, yeah.
That sounds insane though.
That's why I didn't even fucking like pick up on watching that. Be like, but like I guess like there's just a bunch. Most of it's filler episodes and stuff.
Yeah, so, I don't know. When I embark on like watching or consuming a piece of media, I like to think that it will end. Yeah, you know what I mean. I got Red Dead 2 Mega Computer right now. I got that during the Black Friday sale.
That's a great like campaign also.
No, it's a gorgeous game, but the scope of it's intimidating. I have not touched it in like 3 weeks because like I'm so busy and like I don't like want to put the energy into it and get too sucked into it. It's almost like I feel like it's one of those games where you're either in it or you're not in it. There's this motherfucker in my class today playing that. We had our final class, our last class of the year. We were all eating pizza, all doing shit. This motherfucker has his headphones on, and he's like playing Red Dead 2 on his laptop. And he only stopped to like pitch to the teacher this like idea that was literally the game. He's like, what if I just have the Arthur character, have him rob these trains, and then he does this thing. I'm like, so what? You had a fun time playing your game. You're like, what if I wrote this? And the funny thing was like he was writing a novel.
Yeah. and and I bet you what it's gonna be about too and shit.
But yeah, but like he's writing a novel in a movie class, and the teacher really is like, why aren't you just writing a script?
Yeah.
Why would you bother writing a novel and then writing a script after the novel?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking. Anyways, these are the people that are in my class that I rely on for things to be completed.
Nice.
So
Like
it's nice.
fucking, I mean, like fucking. At least
I
they'll
love
always. I mean, they'll always have an idea, I guess.
Yeah.
But just know it's based off something.
Well, not everybody has an idea, but like when you have an idea, like voice it when you have an idea. When you don't have an idea, don't fucking say anything.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an idea that's literally the game I'm playing. Okay, shut the fuck up. It's a stupid ass idea. We're here for originality, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
This is
Next one.
Exactly. Well, I mean, and look, I mean, I know I'm kind of joking and being an asshole, but that really is how cutthroat the industry is. Like, there are people who make a living. They go into work every day, and they have like 100 scripts, 100, 200 scripts for the entire week on their desk. And what they'll do is that if they have a script, if there's one formatting error, if there's something that's wrong or askew that inconveniences them at any point, in the trash. If there's any point, if they're reading the script and they get 5 pages in, they're like, this is garbage. Done.
Damn.
You know how many scripts like they might find in that week? Like 3. Out of that entire 100, 200 scripts, they might find 3 scripts. And there's a good chance that none of those will be made to anything. That is how much crap goes through the fucking industry. It's insane, man.
Damn.
It's such a, like, I went to a fucking writing seminar. I mean, and I already knew all this, like how competitive it is, but like, you know, you hear it over and over again. You're like, yeah, you know, I really enjoy screenwriting, but I'm not going to pursue this as a career.
Yeah.
It's going to be like this podcast. I'm okay with this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more comfortable with this.
Yeah. Man, like fucking. What would you say that is the most stupidest like idea in the class, or were there even better ones?
What was the stupidest idea in the class?
Yeah, like ever that you heard and shit. Or was that it?
I don't know. Well, that I'm not gonna say his name, but that individual in general was just a character.
Yeah.
He was a dude. He's the only person I've actually like seen wear a MAGA hat. And it's hilarious because, like, you know,
wait, like, I thought you were
like a Trump hat. No. This guy is fucking weird, bro.
Damn.
He walks into class half time with like a Trump hat, and he's like talking to these people who are like, and you know, not to stereotype, but like it's media, you know, there are people who are they're like a majority of the people are gonna be away. That's not bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this, like, I almost kind of give him credit in a way because this motherfucker's just like walking in, not giving a fuck. Andrew Schultz has that joke where it's like the MAGA hat is like the teardrop tattoo for white people. It's just them going like they don't give a fuck who fucking. But it's funny because I've seen him before, like walk in with it, and then people like won't fuck with him, and then you like take it off. It's like, you're such a pussy.
Yeah.
You're like either stand for it or don't stand for it, bro.
So you think it's for attention?
Oh, I mean, I would think so. I haven't seen. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it with him within a while. Maybe. Yeah. I feel like the Trump traction is really stupid off. What was the thing that just happened?
What is it? Like his company got like hit with tax fraud or something like that. They're like,
I didn't even hear about that. The True Social.
Yeah, like fucking, like I guess.
Well, that I don't know. I'm kind of apprehensive about that because like I don't know how you feel about this, but like the whole Alex Jones thing was really fucky too.
Yeah,
how he got hit with like trillions of dollars in taxes and shit.
Like how the fuck am I gonna pay for that?
Yeah,
shit, man?
Well, you kind of do have to kind of question that, like whether it's targeted or not. But I mean, sure, I wouldn't surprise me that he would be doing something shady or like doing tax evasion or something like that. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Like fucking, man, it's crazy world that we're kind of like living in, man. Like fucking,
it really is. Like, it's hard to tell what's true and false.
Yeah, like that's the crazy.
You really have to like. I got all these news apps on my phone, thinking I was gonna like research all this shit, and I still haven't done it because it's so hard. You have to like what? I'm gonna read like 4 different apps that are like, a still pretty vague scope of like the entire political compass.
Just only giving out certain like details and all
Exactly.
that shit.
Like there are people who make a living like that Tim Pool guy. Like, he spends like 10, 12 hours a day working, and most of it, like 80, like probably 60 to 70% of his day is literally just research.
Yeah.
Going through several different news outlets, trying to like filtering through like the crap. Filtering out what's like just blatantly not true, and then like, oh, there's this one report that's like, you can like, this looks legitimate, and then you even find out that that's not legitimate. Damn. You know, it's like a whole fucking the whole scope of the internet is just crazy, and like the information and everything. I remember. We're not going to talk about scene at all because my last video got fucking taken down for that. No COID, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Man. Like fucking whatchamacallit?
Get the shot!
hey, and whatchamacallit, you see the crazy thing about those fucking those crypto like CEOs? Like,
yeah.
Like fucking like all
are they like frauding or whatever?
No, they're dying and shit. There's like 8 of them that died in like these past 2 weeks and shit.
Oh, well that doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, like,
that was a short-lived fucking stint there.
Yeah, like fucking right from the get, like same thing with those fucking, you know, those bored apes.
Yeah.
I already knew, like, man, this shit has to be a scam.
Right. Dude, I think I made like $150 off that, which was pretty crazy. And I pulled out at the perfect time. Well, not even really, because I was trapped in Florida with like no money, so I had to pull all this money out of my fucking...
What was it, Dogecoin?
No, it was a variety of things. It was... I did a lot of Ethereum. I did just regular Bitcoin too. I did Bitcoin, Ethereum, the SQ one, I don't remember.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah. There was like a good 5 of them that like people always said, like, I never did the Dogecoin though, because like it just at face value, it's like, what? I'm really gonna I'm gonna invest real money into this fucking coin with a dog on it. Give me a break. I don't give a fuck how much Elon Musk is saying that I should do this.
This shit is crazy. Same thing with like those fucking Cybertrucks and all this shit. Those fucking man.
Yeah, what do you think about Elon?
I mean, I guess I'll be doing some crazy shit too. And like, either way, fucking people are gonna hate me, like just because I'm a billionaire.
Yeah, right.
I mean, like fucking. I guess in a way, he's like, you know, if you watch a movie, he would be like the super villain. He's fucking building rockets and shit and all that. Like fucking, you know, like fucking going to the moon and all. just for the fuck of it. When like you know, growing up, like fucking seeing like a, you know, a rocket going to space.
Yeah.
Everybody like fucking like got to the TV and watched the shit like it was a fucking spectacular thing.
Yeah.
Then here he is, be like just made it real quick and shot in the air. And like, oh, and this shit's going on.
So I guess, but let me ask you this: like, do you think that's really any better or worse than like having the U.S. do that, or China, or Russia? I mean, I don't know.
Oh no, at this point, I think it's just rich people just
doing
whatever.
Yeah,
because like fucking, you know, like all you just gotta do is like fucking give it to a fucking person that will like get your message out and like. You know, like fucking, like, I mean, look at Congress and like fucking the Senate and all that shit, man. Like fucking, when like, I don't know, man. Like I could go off on that shit, but
this is the place to do it.
Yeah, but you know, like fucking, I don't know, man. I don't know where I was going with it.
The political scope is, well, you know, and. I'm not going to get into it too much because my audience is going to scream at me, but I am a libertarian, so I mean, I tend to not. I feel like, you know, I pay attention to politics, but I feel like I pay attention to it less than a lot of people because of that. Because I think when you have an ideology that believes that's all bullshit, it's like, well, then
it's all the same thing.
Yeah, like what's going to cause me to like put all that, put all the energy into like. You know, keep me up on this. Yeah. Going back to like the news thing, like what I'm gonna spend an hour out of my day every day trying to figure out what news is correct or
Yeah.
not. No, I'm not.
Like,
I'm gonna listen to my podcast and I'll hear what they say, and that'll inform me.
what you call
So if you think I'm a credible source, you're an idiot. That's what. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm sorry.
How would you think it would be like the U.S. would be under communism?
Awful. That would be a disaster.
Yeah.
That would. I mean, we're already heading there.
Yeah.
We've been. The stimulus checks are essentially a extension of that.
Yeah.
And the student loan debt relief thing that didn't pass, but was very, very close to it. That would have been an extension of that. Welfare is any time the government subsidizes the free market, it's communism.
Yeah.
That's my belief, anyways. I
Yeah.
mean, well, that's not even my belief. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just at base value. Communism is government run.
Yeah.
Things. Everyone has a role, an assignment. There's no hierarchy. I mean, there is a hierarchy, but it's painted as there's no hierarchy. Everybody's a quote unquote equal because they all get the same, but they really don't. There's still an elite that just gets way more than anyone would in capitalism.
Yeah. Like fucking. I had a Russian homeboy that told me, like, he used to live in Russia. And shit.
Oh yeah.
He said, like, it's not really that bad. Like fucking,
that might be a little outdated. I don't know about now.
Now it's probably like, goddamn. probably after all this shit, but
yeah.
But he said it wasn't really that bad. Like, I guess, like fucking. I mean, you have perks and cons with everything, shit.
Sure. Well, I mean, any country has the people who are.
Was it? I heard like vodka over there is like $10.
Oh, like for like a third of the price, essentially.
Yeah, and it's like some
primo.
Some primo shit.
Damn. Like, just super cheap.
Yeah, just super cheap. But like, I did hear some crazy shit like over there. Like I don't know if I could say this because this shit is fucking wild. Like,
dude, you are on the right podcast. You can say whatever, man.
Yeah, like fucking. Well, anyways, some of my homeboys heard about this shit. Well, I was locked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is my best spades partner ever.
Yeah.
Just best one ever. But anyways, we get to talking, and I started asking him like how it was over there. Shit. I said it's not really that bad. Shit. Like fucking their vodka. Their strongest one is considered gasoline over here, so so there's that and shit. I was like, damn, for real? He was like, yeah, and he was telling me about this and that, but he was kind of off. Like, and after saying this, you're gonna see why. He says, like, you ever fuck a wound before?
He said, fuck a woman?
No, wound.
A wound?
Yeah,
fuck a wound.
That's what I said. That's what the fuck I said, man. Well, anyways, he's like, yeah, he says over there, supposedly they have like a diamond shaped knife. You can put it wherever, like stab it wherever, and yeah, and get it out. He says like you haven't lived life if you haven't did that, and I said I don't want to live life like that. Like,
leave.
That's wild, ain't it?
Yeah, I would turn around and leave.
Yeah,
be like, yeah, goodbye.
But I mean, like, he's a creepy guy, but a good guy.
Come on, man! Don't defend him on the podcast. Don't do that. You can say whatever you want, but don't do that.
No. Look, the only reason I say that is because he's the best spades player I ever had. That's the only fucking reason. Other than that, I don't know about all the other shit. I can't condone it, and I say don't do that.
Hey, Harvey Weinstein made some fucking great films. Everybody,
that's crazy.
Bill Cosby did some great comedy.
That's fucking crazy. Like fucking.
I mean, it's true, but I mean,
you
it's
could
not.
say the same thing with Michael Jackson too. Like,
exactly.
He made some great music.
Exactly. Look, okay.
Look over there.
Look, I'll give you that. Your buddy, who I've never heard of, was the greatest space player.
And I'm pretty sure he wants me to keep it that way, and which is understandable. Like, I mean,
fuck a wound. Who the fuck?
Like, I mean,
like where? I almost like that's a disturbing premise. Yeah. But like, there's almost part of me to be like, where though?
Yeah, like you have questions immediately. No shit. But then again, I don't know if I should take his truth with a grain of salt, because he said he smoked crack, and he said like if you sing the La Cucaracha song, cockroaches will start dancing. So,
well, that was kind of my thought. Like, is he just being a fucking like just a weirdo?
Yeah.
Just to saying a provocative shit.
yeah, I mean, that was pretty fucking crazy what you told me, but.
Well, I've worked with people like in the fucking restaurant industry who like say just crazy off the wall shit, and it's not like you can tell it's not true. They're just saying it to get a rise because they're so weird, and like that's the only way they can like get some kind of attention.
They like their attention. There's another guy too that was locked up. Hands down, biggest bullshitter I ever met in my life. Like, give you stories that's. You can't even think of it. Like, you gotta fucking write a movie about this shit. Well, anyways, he said, like, what is it? I'll keep his name, but the people that know, they know who I'm talking about. What is it? He said he started off as, like, as, like, a baby like everyone else. But he said his mom fucking sold him off to a group, like, of crack dealers and all that shit. and they raped him. Immediately right there, it'd be like, all right, first off, there's not that much crack dealers that would do that shit. When you start thinking about it, be like, especially for baby, like, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But no, it gets better. It gets fucking crazier. Then he said he got fucking locked in the room, and he had to eat a cat, like raw. Like, no, you think it stops there? No, it gets deeper. But anyways, then after that, he says he grows up and fucking busts on out of there somehow and shit. Then he fucking goes, I believe, to his fucking grandparents. Then he fucking supposedly links up with this fucking biker gang in Iowa and all that shit. And he says he's like the enforcer. And if you see him, there's no fucking way he's an enforcer and all that shit. He's just like a pudgy little, like fucking... just a pudgy guy, no shit, look like a family man. He had a couple tattoos and all that shit, but anyways, he fucking says he was on the run from the feds for like fucking 20 years. He looked like he was 40, then he said for 30 years he was like fucking like cooking, almost like a
backtracking.
Almost like a Steven Seagal would be like, yeah, I did this for like 40 years. I did this for like 50 years and shit. Oh. yeah, like fucking Then
that's funny.
He also said that he could fucking do like a fucking backflip, a fucking kickflip over a fucking like over a flight of stairs and shit. Fucking. He said he fucking did some BMX shit, like grind on a fucking rail in front of kids. Like it never ended. It never ended. Then he said he had a fucking truck that could cross rivers and all that shit. And like that had like 800 horsepower. Like it just
you're full of shit, bro. There's so many fucking people that do that same thing.
Yeah, like fucking. But I will say this: it's entertaining to see like where it goes.
No, it really is. Yeah, to see him try that hard. I remember that I worked with this guy. He was a fucking weirdo. Yeah, but he told this story where he's like, I balanced 2 yardsticks on top of each other on my fingers like this. I'm like. No, you didn't. Yeah. Nobody can do that. Yeah.
do it right now, then.
Right? Yeah. Right? I will go buy 2 yardsticks right now just to see you try to do
Then they always say, like, yeah, man, it's too windy out here. There's no way I could get a good
Right.
Oh,
my God.
Man, like, but, like, in a way, I kind of do like hanging around with them because who could think of shit like that? I mean,
you can't give him too much fuel though. You gotta,
because I mean,
you gotta keep him in check. You gotta be like, yo, bro, no, you're saying a dragon came out of the sky and scooped you up? That didn't happen, bro.
But me, I'm the type to be like, what else happened? what did this dragon do?
That's I'm just like, yeah, man, cool. But all right, you want to go take some? You gonna go take your shit outside?
Yeah. but I'm the type that, in a way, I kind of like to see the world burn. just a little bit, so we could get a taste of it. Be like, all right,
just a little,
yeah,
little lighter spark. Just kind of burn it. Just kind of like an artistic burn. Like you get the blowtorch and just kind of give it that little amber.
Yeah, like that. But
Yeah.
like, like, what would you rather deal with?
Excuse me.
What would you rather deal with if you had to pick one? A zombie apocalypse, right? Like regular zombies. Fucking, let's say like a robot apocalypse. Think of like Terminator. You know?
Yeah.
Or let's say an alien invasion.
Which one of those three? Or you got another one?
And there's another one.
Is this premeditated or just off the cuff?
Yeah. Or
You're thinking about this really hard on the way home, yeah.
or would you rather deal with, this is the fourth one. Would you rather deal with like a kaiju? Like, like a Godzilla.
What's a kaiju?
Like a Godzilla.
Oh,
Just an unstoppable force.
probably the alien invasion.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is
Well, I don't know. Zombie would be okay. Zombie would probably be the most, because, okay, if we were to think realistically, not like in the movies.
Yeah.
Zombies only, like, realistically could last a couple months because they degenerate, like, what we understand about body matter, like, things,
Yeah.
like, winter would come and, like, they wouldn't be able to withstand winter,
Yeah.
shit like that. So, I mean, most likely it would probably be that, but, like, alien invasion, that would be, like, there'd be something futuristic about that. Like,
Yeah.
they were, like, at the very least, I would be like, okay, we're at least, like, discovering something.
I would pick.
But, like, the robot apocalypse, I mean, that's good. That's coming.
Yeah.
So that's the least fun, I'd say.
But I wouldn't pick zombies because I feel like, we'll probably fucking join up like as a human race and shit.
Yeah.
But like, you already see how it happens. Like, fucking people start turning on each other, start killing people for like supplies and shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I feel like it's just gonna be a free fall. Robots, I feel like, we all have a common enemy, shit, so we can like, link up. But it's not gonna. It's gonna be shitty. So,
Yeah.
it's like fucking us trying to beat up a fucking Volkswagen or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like, who's going to outlive the other
Yeah.
one? It's like pretty obvious.
Then, what is it? Alien invasion. I feel like we just don't know what the fuck they're gonna have, but we're gonna have a common enemy and shit, so we're gonna link up. But it could just be, they just could press a button and we all blow up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I would probably pick the kaiju, yeah, because like. But here's my only twist with that kaiju one, the Godzilla thing. It like say like
I think it's a biased answer. I don't know.
In a way, because like, but I feel like nah. What would I pick, man? Like,
No, I mean,
I would probably, I had to change my answer to like there.
hiding in numbers. That is kind of the advantage to like a Godzilla kaiju type.
I mean, like fucking, just can't really stop it, really.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
You know what? I'll probably pick like robots and shit, because like I feel like we just. I mean, they gotta have a weakness somewhere, or like a power button at least. But
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Jo, you always have the best little questions. I always perk up when like I see like you submitting something and like being like asking a guest a question.
Yeah.
Like, always, I'm like, hey, there's my man. Highly selective.
Would you run everywhere, or have to yell everything? Like yell everything.
Yell everything.
Really?
100%.
Why is that?
Dude, that's like one step removed from what I'm doing right now.
I guess.
Running's like a whole thing, man.
But like say it has to be no matter the distance, you have to like run there, or like fucking no matter the time of day or like the situation, you're just yell. Well, I guess you'll have more.
Yeah, so I'd run. Or no, not run. Yell. I would yell for sure.
I feel like you'll have more fun if yelling.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, eventually, you would have to like plan it out a little bit, right? You would have to like plan out what you're asking for, what you're talking about.
Yeah, true.
You'd probably spend a lot of time just watching TV,
Yeah.
being silent. Like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need anything right now.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Type of thing. I think that'd be funner.
Yeah.
Jayo, we've been doing this for an hour, man. It's
really?
yeah, man. We're doing it for a minute. Is there anything else you wanna, any other prompts or thoughts or anything you wanna indulge us on before we wrap up here?
Well, like I would say this, like fucking with my clothing stuff, I would say like keep an eye out on that. It's gonna be fucking like easily the best thing that we did. You know, shit, like easily. Like we're putting a lot of time and effort. Like the person that's behind like the photography right now is like Connor Bot, or yeah, I just know him as Connor. You know, shit.
Okay.
And like fucking just other people helping me, like with like one of the models was Desi, shit, which I got like shout out to, because like each piece like kind of like means a lot to me, shit, because like like fucking because it kind of reminds me of like the rough times I had and shit, and I'm pretty sure like it could resonate with everybody else too, so like like with this new next drop that's coming, hopefully in the next month or so, like I hope it touches you like it touches me in a way, like the effort I'm doing. And I also want to say like shout out to like a band called Reddick. They have like a new album. It came out in May.
The phone's over there.
Yeah, man, and my phone's dead. Shit. Like, you could check out their new album on like iTunes and all that shit. Like fucking, if you ever like if you're into like metal shows, you should check them out. Like you should. They're always like at like Woolies or some place and all that.
Hell yeah.
They do a lot of like Des Moines shows too, so they're
nice.
They're around the area, and also want to like shout out to like Lil Jodeci, like fucking Stacks,
Oh yeah, we just have
like
we had him through a little bit ago. I have to have him on again.
Yeah,
had some good laughs.
Yeah, then
we'll have to get both of you guys in here. That'd be fun.
Yeah, like fucking I'm down for everything, shit. Like,
hell yeah, man.
Like fucking,
yeah, keep grinding, man.
Yeah, like I'm usually doing some crazy shit on the side. So
hell yeah. Well, I will say, like, I mean, this, but like, I love your clothing brand. I love what you're doing. I think you have a very unique style, and yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing. Jayo The Kid, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah. And keep an eye out for my music. I'm getting all touched up.
We didn't even talk about that, man. I'm so sorry. You got what's coming out? What do you got coming out?
I'm actually putting some of the touches on my music right now.
Okay.
I don't have
Is it rap?
Yeah, it's like it's the only thing I could do. I don't have a good singing voice, so I rap. But like fucking just keep an eye out on that. I'm getting all the finishing touches on it. I still don't have a date.
Oh yeah. Is it called anything, or are you keeping that on the wraps? Or?
I'm kind of keeping on a hush until like when I drop these songs, you're gonna hear it. No shit.
Hell yeah. Well. So just in the future, keep in mind, Jayo The Kid.
Yeah.
Got some fucking music coming out. Hell yeah, man. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Guys, stay tuned. Every Monday and Thursday, we're here, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go check out the website. Go check out the Patreon. Drop us $1 or $2 or $5 or 500,000, whatever you want, man. I mean, you want to see the quality of the show increase. Come
on, man. It's Christmas.
Shit. Exactly.
It's Hanukkah. No shit. It's all of that.
Do it for Jesus. Isn't that what Jesus would do? He grew all the bread and the fish and whatever. Can't he just grow $500,000?
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask? Jesus.
Or even Santa. No shit. Or like fucking.
Fuck Santa. I'm asking Jesus. I'm asking Jesus Christ to give me $500,000.
I mean, he fucking turned water into wine. Shit,
Exactly. That's my point. Can he turn it into whiskey while he's at it?
Yeah.
Can he give it to something that I fucking like? Not fucking stupid wine. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yeah, later.
Later. Not this episode. Peace.